So, good evening, guys. If you can hear me, I'm very sure all of us can hear me. Mrs. Adebayo, you're welcome. Yes, I am very sure everyone can hear me. So, and I want to believe that our machine is up and running. Our Kali machine is up and running. My own is, I've set it, and also I've tried to launch my terminal also. I think it was last week or last 2 weeks that someone complained about my terminal is not that visible. I believe we can all see my terminal now, so I won't want a situation whereby it will all complain that it is not visible. Please, who is that? That person should help us to Mr. Ahmad Kamal, please. Mr. Ahmad, please help us to mute yourself, or I mute you. Just try. I want everyone to have access. That's why I've let everyone to. I will have taken the control, but I won't want that situation. So just try to mute yourself. Thank you, Mr. Ahmad. So before we come back to this this is my home. Kali Linux is up and running, and my terminal is up and running. What we are going to do today is 2 sessions together. What we supposed to do yesterday and what we are supposed to do today. So irrespective, we are going to start, and wherever we stop tonight is where we are going to stop. Then by God's grace, next week I will try to introduce to us GitHub. Then upper week I will introduce Python. Then maybe last week, I think this is week 7, probably maybe last week, we are going to quickly do a recap of everything we have done. Then we'll be good. Now, if you have questions, I'm very sure we have enough time tonight. We have a whole of 2 hours. So if you have any questions, just write them down, or just put them somewhere. So once we open ground for questions, then you can quickly ask questions, or if you have contributions, you can also just jot it down somewhere. Then you let us know whatever or wherever you want to contribute. So now, a quick one. Like when we start this program, I made it known to everyone that when we are talking about cybersecurity, we are talking about a general name for both ethical hacking or anything that has to do with securing data. But in a nutshell, cybersecurity has so many fields. I mean, there are up to, if I'm not mistaken, more than 20 different professions under cybersecurity. We have the forensic analyst, the information analyst. We have a lot of them. You can just Google online and then look. Okay, I've prepared that for you. Maybe probably next class, I will quickly take us through all of these professions and what they do. But let me quickly do an intro of them. My mission is to teach us or to introduce us to what is called cybersecurity. Along the line, my major focus is about the ethical hacking, and I will still repeat that in this session. The difference between or the job roles of cybersecurity and ethical hacker. The cybersecurity is to protect. Definitely, if you want to protect something, there must have been that particular thing ready for you to protect. That is in our normal lay language. Then ethical hacking, it has to do with finding vulnerabilities. Our own, sorry, I'm using our own because I'm an ethical hacker. So our own is just to find problems, look for holes, that's potholes, that's weaknesses. Is now left for the cybersecurity guys to do the needful. And mind us, the cybersecurity guys cannot do or find the vulnerabilities, but it is expected of us, whosoever called himself or herself a cybersecurity analyst, you guys should be able to find vulnerabilities also. At least you should be familiar with some scanning tools like the Nmap, the Bob Suit, Multigoals, and some others that I've introduced to you. But if you want to go deeper in ethical hacking, then you need to expose yourself to a lot of tools. And mind us, our own is never. Please pardon me, or if you are confused. When I say our own, regarding myself that hackers, our own is just to find vulnerabilities, look for potholes, look for weaknesses, then we write report, we submit it to the cybersecurity team, then they do the needful. That is how this thing works. Tonight, I'm going to focus on the cybersecurity guys. What you are supposed to know, what you are supposed to do. That's why I'm very happy that we have a lot of 2 hours for this session. So even if we cannot cover everything, I will try as much as possible to introduce the needful, the important ones to us. Then we can beat our chest that fine, I can secure a server, I can secure an app, I can secure anything. You can secure data. With tonight's session, I can bet with you, you can beat your chest that you can secure app, or you can secure, yes, you can secure web, you can secure data, you can secure anything, even server itself. So what do we need to do? That is why I want us to open our Kali machine and do as I do. That's just follow the instructions we are going to be seeing on the screen. So guys, you are not telling me I've not shared my screen. Oh wow, I just remembered, and no one called my attention.
Actually, you are still giving a background.
Oh, in fact, I just remembered that I have not shared my screen. I was carried away.
To get your attention,
Hey,
and
yeah.
I tried my
Hey, yeah. How? You know what? Please, now let me raise this. Sometimes if you typed, I might not see it because I will share my screen and I'll be focusing on another screen entirely. I might not see your chat because immediately I leave this page, immediately I leave this meeting session, I won't see any of your chat. So I'll prefer maybe you just call my attention, just unmute yourself and quickly say something. Then I will come back. Please do that for me. Do me a favor of that. Everyone, just anyone among us. Now, another thing is this. Once this meeting starts sending messages to you guys at 15 minutes left, 10 minutes left, just call my attention also so that I can switch to the other meeting invites. Hope you are good. Yes,
sir.
All right, thank you so much. So, can you all see my screen now? You can see yourself?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. So, my terminal, I believe I can see, you can all see it. Let me see if config. Oh, I've said this safe. I will have asked. This is if config. Who can tell me my IP address?
Yes, you can see your screen.
All right. Who can tell me my IP address? Can you? Who can tell me my IP address?
Is it the 192.168.4.255?
Definitely you can all see my screen. That's cool. So that's very cool. So now tonight we are going to discuss what we know as UFW. What we know by UFW? Yeah, excuse me. I was trying to adjust my light. So, are we familiar with what we call firewall? Firewall. If not, are we familiar with something like firewall? Firewall
Some
like
of
this.
us are not familiar with it, so.
Okay, like this I type this thing showing red, firewall. Fire and wall together. Now, even from the name, fire means something that is what? It is dangerous. That's danger. Then wall means that's to secure, to protect. So bringing these two words together means a lot in cybersecurity. Now I remember when we were scanning our metasploitable. The first practical I did, wow, I think I only did one because of time, and we have like more than 15 left. Okay, no problem. We'll see what we can do to that. So we will see that some of these things I regarded, or I named them as doors. I mean those ports opened. Those are doors. The language I use in this training, that let's take them as doors. And in cybersecurity or in ethical hacking, they are known as ports. You see that most of them are opened. Yes, some must be opened. I don't think whether we have made research on why do we say it is open. Then sometimes we still say that it's still secure. We can't penetrate. We can't do pen testing and exploit some. And if you look at these doors says they are open, but still yet we cannot still penetrate into them. It's just our normal physical things or normal things that happens to us in real life. You see some doors that you see that this gate is open, fine. You'll be seeing it afar that, oh, that gate is open, that door is open, this particular windows is open. But if care is not taken, we never can tell whether we have all these security wires that, except you move closer to the door or to the entrance before you see those tiny dangerous wires, all those dangerous wires. We never can tell. But men looking at them afar, just say, this door, the door is open, the gate is open, the windows is open. No, you don't just conclude like that. Like what we scanned on our metasploitable, we just see that, wow, all of those ports, they are open. You just believe that you can enter into them and do whatever you like. No, it doesn't work like that. There are some situations whereby you see ports, that's doors open, but it's still secured. But before you can see any port closed, any port you see that is closed, guys, any port that you see that is closed, whenever you are doing pen testing, just first of all know in your mind that there's platinum, that's something that is more valuable than gold. It's inside that particular door that is closed. I mean that particular port that is closed. We can't and we can open it. We can't. Look at the language I use, the word I use. We can't open it, and at the same time we can open it. I'm very sure if you are don't let me say you, if we have a professional thief and his mission is to go and steal, forget about whatever kind of security they have there they use to build the doors. He or she must have prepared his mind along the journey, either to blow or to do anything just to make sure that the door, that's the port, is open. It's still the same thing that happens in all this cybersecurity of a thing. So we just apply the real life activities to all these our hacking of a thing. If you can do that, it will help you a lot. So what I'm trying to say is this. Tonight we are going to learn how to set some ports opened, how to set some ports closed ourselves. And why must we know this, or why must we learn this, is because after this class, after this training, you'll be fortunate by God's grace, you might maybe just gain internship. Then by the time you get there, they'll be asking you, okay, this is the particular app. Don't forget we have 3 sets. We have the mobile, we have the web, and we have the network. I mean those applications. You are fortunate to be given a web applications to secure. This thing we are doing tonight is first thing you should do. You can decide to open some doors down and still set some rules. You can decide to close some doors. But mind you, any doors you decide to close, just know that something valuable is inside. Before you can close a particular door and jam it, padlock it, still use burglary, still use something iron doors. Wow, something valuable must be there. And also you can set a rule that no, this door must not be open except for only me that is holding the key, and that is you, the cybersecurity guys. In any organizations, you should be the one to you should be the only person to open the door. That you should be able to open the door. So this is what we are going to do. There's a tool, we call it UFW. And what is UFW? UFW means uncomplicated firewall. Should I write it? Okay, let me do it this way. Uncomplicated firewall. This is the meaning of UFW. You can jot it down somewhere, and this is the code UFW. So UFW, this is just it. Uncomplicated firewall. That's FW means firewall. Is a tool. If you are using Ubuntu or Parrot, or yes, we are using Kali in this training. We have other Debian's OS, either Ubuntu, Parrot, or others. There are situations that this firewall will not come pre-installed with it. We have ways to check whether it is installed. So the code we are going to use on any machine, you as a cybersecurity, let me give you the roadmap. You as a cybersecurity, you have been maybe engaged or yes, employed or yes, contract that guy, I have these applications, I want to secure it. I want you to help me to set a firewall on it. I want you to set a firewall on it. And you are given that system, that server. Mind you, it's not going to be your own system. You are going to work on that organization server. You'll be given that system. The first thing you do, because you have some expert professionals around you, they'll be watching you. The first thing to do, what to do next, or what to do is just like an engineer, where you study mechanical or whatever, and you are being called or invited for an interview. Then the next thing, after the oral test or oral whatever they call it, now workshop training. That's workshop interview. From experience, I didn't study engineering, but from experience, I do coach those people that go for interviews. From experience, before you touch anything as an engineer, I don't know whether we have engineering students among us. If you go for any interview as an engineer, after your oral interview, when it comes to workshop, they want to test whether you can identify spanner or identify how to use spanner, how to use screwdriver. That is not their intention. Their intention is, immediately you enter into any workshop, their intention is to see what you want to do. I'm advising us, the first thing you must do as an engineer is to put on your PPA. That's the personal protective appliances. Your PPA, you must first of all take your overall, you wear it, your helmet, you wear it, your safety boot or safety boot, whatever they call it, you put it on. Guys, I'm very sure, either you, even if you don't bother to know how to use screwdriver, you've passed that test. I can guarantee you that you've passed that test. The same thing happens to cybersecurity guys. Immediately they call or they give you contract. Okay, guys, I need this. I need you to test this thing for me. I need you to do this thing for me. For you to win their heart, the first thing to do is check whether firewall is on that system before you can set it. It's just like you want to be using WhatsApp on your mobile phone, and you didn't check whether you have WhatsApp, and you are just struggling. The first thing to do is just first of all check whether that tool or that application is installed on that server, that's on that system. So for you to check that, you type dpkg. I've done that already. So this is the code. Let me still bold my screen so that good, you can all see it. Now this thing might give us issues. And what am I referring to? This thing I highlighted. Who can tell me? You are free to unmute your mic. Who can tell me what this thing means? That thing I highlighted. Who can tell me the name of that thing? You are free to unmute yourself and talk. You are free to unmute yourself and talk. Yes, who is going? Anyone? Yes.
Dave, answer.
What do you call it?
No, I'm only telling Dave to answer.
Oh, Dave to answer. What? What about you? Try to answer it.
In fact, this one is beyond you.
Wow. Who is going for it? Who is giving me the answer? And this thing is on your keyboard. There are some of these characters that we'll surely be using. Then we should get familiar with them a lot. They means a lot. Like this one now. For example, I've given you the contract. Okay, guy, do this thing for me, and you type this thing, and I want to test you. I just say, guy, wait. What is this thing you type? What is it called? Then you should be able to convince them and tell them what the name is and what it does. So this thing is called pipe. P-I-P-E. Pipe. P-I-P-E. Pipe. So it's an assignment for you. It's a task for you. It's on your keyboard. How to bring it out? It's already there. Except you don't have the symbol, the sign on your keyboard. But it is always on the keyboard. You just try to press all the characters around, but it is rather after P, those symbols between P and Q, after P and Q or below P and Q, the column, the semicolon, the whatever, all those symbols, you just see it in between. But if it is not on your own keyboard, because it is placed on different keyboard at different locations. So on my own keyboard, it is at the left hand side below the cap lock key. My cap lock, if I click my cap lock, it is below it, is beside the shift key. Some people, it will be at the right hand side under the enter key, beside or before the shift key. It can be arranged anyhow. It can also be beside the enter key. So I've given you the 3 locations where you can get it. So it's not left for you to bring it out. So you are telling me that it should grep. This thing it means grep. That pipe means what? Grep. This is the meaning. It means grep. What's grep? That is catch. Yes, catch. That is grab this thing for me. Just hold bring out this thing for me. That is the meaning. So once you press enter, if it is installed on your machine, you see something like this. You surely see something like this. So I want us to try this now. If you have something similar to my own on your machine, signify. Just say something. Yes, who is doing it? dpkg space -l space space you type the grep, then you now type the full meaning grep, then ufw, then do that. Let me see. Who is doing that? Like I've said, I want this class to be interactive. I want it to be practical. I don't want to just be the only person doing it. Yes, who is doing it? Who is doing it? Mr. Dave? Mrs. Adebayo? Mr. Babajide? Excuse me. Mr. Shas? Listen. Who is going? Who is going? Let me check my... Someone drop messages. Oh. Okay. Yeah, who is doing it for me? Please. I want you to just do it. I don't just want to be the only person doing it.
Sorry, sir. Let's see the
code
again.
Alright, this is the code.
Yes, sir.
This is just the code. Just type this. DPKG space -L space then the grep sign that I just said. Then type the grep in full. Then UFW. Let's see what you have. What do you have?
My own is not giving anything.
It's not giving you anything like this?
Anything at all. You
But
just enter another.
What did it display? What can you read it out?
Okay. It didn't display anything. You just step to another
terminal
space to code.
Terminal. Wow. Okay.
And then it didn't show any error.
Okay. Copy your code, paste it on the chat bot. Let's see what you typed. Let me see.
Okay, sir.
Because if it is not there, it's supposed to send you a message. So just copy it and send it here. What do you say?
I'm also facing the same thing with Mr. Dave.
Okay. That means it doesn't display anything. Fine. That means
just move to the next terminal.
That means you don't have firewall on that system, on that server. So you now set your system as a server. For instance, now you take your system that, okay, this is an organization system. They want it to be secure, and you must set your system to be secure tonight. So that is what you should have as a mission in your mind in any organization as a cybersecurity guys. This firewall will protect any hackers. It will prevent any hacker to enter that system. And mind you, the work of hacker is to enter into any system and breach it. That's break into it and exploit. But you as a cybersecurity, it's just like you are working against the ethical hackers, but you also must learn that ethical hacking. Because if you don't know how to hack this, there's no way you will know how to protect. So this is not what you do. You type this code, just our normal code, sudo apt. For those that are working together with us, install it. Install UFW and press enter. Then you type this thing -y. Press enter. It will ask you for your password. Make sure you enter the correct password.
At the end, it said they're unable to locate package firewall.
Wow. When you type sudo.
When I type sudo apt install firewall, it said reading.
Then did you type that -y? Did you include that -y?
Okay, no.
Just try that also. Let's see.
Okay.
Try that also. Mine is done. Why? Because you can see it says is 0 upgraded, is 0 newly installed, is 0 to remove, and 60 not upgraded. This, once you see 0 upgraded, that means you already have it. Is 0 newly installed, that means you already have it. So don't bother to install it again. As in, it won't even bother to install it again. That is exactly what is happening at my own end over here. So because I've already installed it, so it won't show me this. I mean, it won't just bother to install it again. So
It has
good.
run it successfully.
Successfully. Now, very
I
good.
I think it has run successfully. At the
Sus-
end, he said this app
yes.
has super cow powers.
So now try to try to run that first
Do
code
the
again,
first.
the KP,
Okay.
DPKG, stuff, blah blah blah, then and see what you have now. What do you have now?
Sorry, sir. That code again. Sorry.
Oh, okay. This is it.
Okay.
And if you have typed a code correctly and you want to go back to that code, maybe you have cleared your screen, you want to go back to that code, you have a shortcut you can quickly go to. You don't need to type it. You don't need to type it again. Just press your arrow key upward or downward. If you mistakenly pass it, just the arrow key up and down key, it will take you to your previous code you have typed. Yes. What about the result now? How many of us are doing it?
So I am doing it, but it still give me the same thing to the next terminal.
To the next terminal.
Mm.
Something is wrong somewhere.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
I have the same. My own one has worked now.
Okay.
Yes. I have Roman got 2 UFW all program for managing a net filter firewall.
Something like this.
Yes, sir.
That means it has successfully installed. Very good. So I have one person successfully installed. So who is next? Mr. Dave. Let's look at
Same here.
your own also. Very good. Very good. So who again? Who is going again? Okay. Sorry, Mr. S.A. Jonathan. Yes. Yes. You are free to come in.
Yeah, mine is installed. So.
All right. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good.
I have issue with my machine. I'm trying to install the Kali again. I don't know what's wrong, sir.
Wow. 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 Since when?
Since yesterday.
Since yesterday. Do you have the iOS file downloaded on your machine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is what I will do. When will you be free tomorrow?
So as far as it's for this work, I'm always free.
Okay, let's do it this way. Once it is 4 p.m. tomorrow, I should be free. But if I'm still not free, if you are free, you can just go to the platform. Are you on the platform? I'm very sure.
Yes, I am.
So exactly, yeah, you are free. There are gurus there that are ready to help you out. There are gurus there. Just any stage you get stuck at, just try to post some things on the platform. In fact, I forgot, so the name of that particular thing is always there for you guys to. You surely respond. I appreciate that person. And anybody, they'll just attend to you if I'm not available. So then, Mrs. Adebayo, at your own end, you didn't mute your microphone. Then, are we together? Have you tried it at your end? What stage are you? Mr. Dave, I'm expecting your positive feedback.
Yes, I'm still trying to check.
Are you sure the system
It's
has
like
a strong internet?
Yes, I'm even using Wi-Fi now.
Okay, just try to.
I don't know whether it is not properly installed.
Okay.
But from the rundown,
Yes.
it run down successfully and no error due to the installation.
Wow.
But when I put the same code,
yes,
it will jump to the next terminal.
And it's not supposed to be.
But I type,
Okay.
I typed ordinary firewall on
Yes.
the terminal to check. So he said not found.
Yes. This is even the firewall. You won't type. It's not firewall. It's UFW. You must type. Just type
Okay.
UFW like this. That's all. It will show. It will change it to green if it is installed. Just
Okay,
UFW.
UFW.
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
UFW.
let me check that one.
Yes. UFW. It will change it to green automatically.
Okay. But it's not installed though.
Yes. That means you have to rerun
It's
the
still
code.
white.
It's still white. Okay. This is what you do. In order not to waste the time, I just want like 3 people to work along with me. So this is what you
Yes.
just do. That sudo blah 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 blah. This thing, this sudo, check it again whether you type it correctly, because it's supposed to work. Since it works for someone, it's supposed to work for you too.
Yes, it's running again. I'm following another way again. I put UFW dash help. And
Okay.
then he run it and said, do I want to install? I say yes. So it's going now.
Okay. Okay.
I believe this one will be okay. Let's continue so that we save time.
Okay. Okay. Wow. I think something is wrong with my battery. So once it's finished installing, this is fuck up. I have low battery. So this is what you do. Is this successful now?
It's still installing.
It's still installing.
Still
But
running.
okay.
50%.
Okay, very good. That means it's installing now. So after running that code, just type this sudo. Let me just enter this. Okay. Let me clear my screen. So just type this code. Before my system shut down, I don't know why the battery is not charged. I don't know why. So sudo UFW. I never even check whether it's charged fully or whatever. Status. Yes, status. This is the next code you must type.
Okay.
This is the next code you must type.
Sudo
UFW, then status. Mr. Babajide, are you with us?
I'm with you, sir.
Yes, you might not see all of these things. You might not.
Sorry, we should remind you if this is to do with minutes of the time frame.
Oh yes. Oh yes. 14 minutes. Yes. Thank you. And again, I have issue. I never even check my WhatsApp, my system battery.
battery.
Yes, yeah, and there's no light. My inverter is down because I was not at home since I did not even bother to even charge. So I made that mistake. I didn't connect it. So what I would suggest now is this. After this code I'm showing you guys now, I will try as much before I go out tomorrow. I will do this firewall setup to a stage. Then I will now send along. Okay, maybe I will send along with this recording session. I will do the full practical setup of this firewall and send to you guys. Then you now watch it, follow it. You must make sure your system is now serving as a server. You regard your system as an organizational system now, that you are using your system to secure every other system in that organization. So I will explain everything in details by God's grace tomorrow. Then once you follow it, you see something like this. What you are seeing here, you can see port 100, port 22, port Samba, port 80, port 100. I have set some things on my own that my system allow communication from only all of these ports. Anybody that want to hack my system, if your port is not like this, you cannot enter my system. That is the meaning. That means if you are a cybersecurity guys and you have set something like this to your server, that means nobody can just come from outside, that's an intruder, to penetrate into that your server. Then your organization can rely on you that you are good. the organization can rely on you that no, you are good. But if you fail to secure, to set up some firewalls, excuse me, a lot of people like me, I can just be perambulating, be manipulating your server. I'll just be playing with it. So, but this firewall of a team will, even from the work, fire and war, those two combinations are very, very powerful. So that is that. Let me see. Excuse me. This Nigeria, I need to leave this country. So,
Hello, sir.
yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
When I press that code sudo UFW status,
Yes.
it shows status inactive, and it moves to the next terminal.
Even my own.
Okay,
even
it shows
my own shows inactive.
inactive.
Status inactive.
Inactive. Yes. Okay, don't worry. By God's grace, tomorrow
Okay.
I will start afresh. I will show you how to set it to be active
Okay,
in the
sir.
next session, so that it must be active, because my own is always active. It must, as a cybersecurity guy, the backbone of the organization must always be active. So how to set it to be active, I will show you everything in the next video I'm going to do. So before tomorrow evening, by God's grace, I will release the video so that you can just watch it. Then I bet with you guys, even if it is this the only thing you can just beat your chest that you know how to secure, how to set up firewalls. I mean, tell any organization that you know how to set up a firewall, which is not enough, right? It's not enough. I bet with you. I bet with you, you are good to go. You are good to go. So that is what I will do, by God's grace. That's what I will do tomorrow. So my battery is critically low. I never even check 13%. So I'm very, very sorry for all this disappointment. I'm very, very sorry. But I promise you, this is what I will do. This is what I will do. By God's grace, this remaining, how many weeks are we now? What week are we? I mean, I've forgotten. I shall not say.
We are supposed to be in week 13.
Week 13 or day 13?
Okay, day 13. Sorry.
Day 13.
Sorry.
So this is
the last video was
day 11.
Day 11.
Okay,
So
I didn't post
the
day
other
12.
one, we don't have video for it.
Yes, that means day 13, day 14 to yesterday and today. Okay, I will do the 13 and the 14 and post together. Let's do it that way. So this remaining 3 weeks,
We don't have day 12.
Yes, no day 12. It's just normal discussion. I don't want to post that one. I have it, but I don't want to post it. So this remaining 3 weeks, I bet with you, no class will be missing. We won't miss any class, and I won't have. I will find solution to this power failure of it by God's grace. As from next week, even I will ask in the on the platform if you want us to extend from 9 to 10 in this remaining three weeks. If you guys, I don't know, if you guys will prefer that, I will be happy to do that also. I'll be happy to do that. But I'll still ask the opinion from others